What is going on, guys? I'm Bruce Lee and welcome to a brand new MFL video, and in this one I'm going to be doing my Season 6 review. I just want to quickly take this time to say thank you to everyone who checked out my last video. I know it's been like 2 weeks since I posted, but yeah, thank you to everyone who checked out my last video. It got a great response. Everybody that commented, everybody that sent me messages on Twitter. It seemed to go down really well, and I'm just glad I could have helped some of you. And it's kind of told me something that, the week to week updates, people aren't really that interested in that. Usually in the off season is when stuff like that, because I'm the same during the season when it's going on. I'm not really watching other people's week to week content. I save it for the off season and then I watch it all then. But in comparison to the tactics video, it was night and day. People seem to really love that, so it's made me think I'm gonna probably save like season reviews at the end of the season, and instead of doing the week to week, I'm gonna do helpful videos, people that bring value to people who play the game, and people that have got questions. There's loads of stuff. It is an absolute treasure trove of content that you can make that is helpful to the community, and I think that's exactly what I'm going to focus on. I am also going to buy a third club because there's going to be a club promo tomorrow. I imagine there usually is. It'll be tomorrow, which is the Friday. And so I'm gonna buy a third club, and I've got a really interesting idea of things I'm gonna do with that third club, and I'm just gonna condense it down into one video at the end of the season, and show you what I did and what the process was, and it's like experiments or challenges in a way. So yeah, look out for that at the end of season 7. I'm gonna be doing that. With that said, season's over. Season 7's going to begin in like 2 weeks. There's like 2 weeks, and there's going to be a club promo tomorrow. So with season 7 just about to start, now is the absolute best time to get involved in MFL if you aren't already, especially considering just a couple of days ago they announced that they are releasing the new Flint division, which is a brand new tier, the bottom tier. It'll be the 10th tier in MFL. They're releasing that now to fit with the demand, basically, and it's just absolutely crazy because I joined 2 seasons ago when Spark was just released, and they've already basically filled it due to the demand, and so now they're bringing in a brand new tier. So it's a great time for anyone to get involved that isn't already. All you've got to do is use this referral code here that you can see on the screen. You'll also find the link in the description. If you spend $25 in the store or more, you will get a free player. And now, starting from season 7, starting from this video, basically, when you spend $25 in the store and get a free player, I also get a free player. But what I'm going to do now is, when I get that free player, if you message me on either Discord or Twitter, or even here on YouTube, if you message me, I'll send you the player card of the player I received. You will just have to send me a 1 cent offer, and so then you are essentially getting 2 players for free. So yeah, using my referral code, you will get 2 free players. So make sure you do it, use it, looking down in the description, and get started in MFL today. So with that out of the way, let's talk about my clubs and what has gone on, and go through everything that has happened. So we'll start here with my original club, Clairvaux Castle. And I didn't expect anything from this team whatsoever. We were projected to finish 8th, and when we got to the mid-season window, I strengthened a little bit, thinking, oh, maybe my projections will go up. Everybody else in the league strengthened, so I actually ended up being projected 9th. So this was a very tough division, lots of very strong teams in here, and we absolutely exceeded expectations. You can see here we finished 5th with a great goal difference. I'm quite happy with that. 43 goals scored. That makes us what, the 3rd top scorers? Yeah, it does. It makes us the 3rd top scorers in the league, and our defense wasn't bad either, and we got some amazing results this season. A 0-0 draw with Hammerhead here. Another big one was the 1-0 victory over Maestro, a 2-1 victory over Stellenbosch. It carried on like that. We got all the way to the quarterfinals of the Aspirants Cup, and we got knocked out in extra time after one of my players got sent off, which was really, really disappointing. But that's still a nice big chunk of MFL for me in at the end of the season. And then we went into the final stretch, and we had a mad stretch of games. Hammerhead, we lost 2-0. We then did get a massive victory over Stellenbosch to beat them twice. They were projected to finish first this season, and we beat them twice. So I'm pretty happy that we lost to Thundercats 2-1, and then we came up against Maestro and we got battered this time. The luck has definitely run out in this final run-in. We drew with Galson. Like this one hurt. This one hurt. I felt like we could have won, and if we won that game, we could have maybe scraped into fourth. But it wasn't to be. We had such a tough run here that there was so much rotation to try and get the strongest team out for each game. And yeah, it just didn't work out. The fact that my player ratings caught up with me, the fact that we got this far at one point before, was it this game? I think before this Hammerhead game, we were actually top of the league, but it was so close. It was so tight. You can see here, look here, so tight in this league. It was ridiculous. I've seen leagues that were way tighter than, I think one of the platinum leagues finished with like the top 5 or 6 all finished on 37 points, which was mad. But this was still a very, very tight league, very, very closely contested. And the fact we got 5th is just absolutely amazing. Next season, we are going to strengthen a little bit. But again, I'm not really expecting too much with this team. Again, if we're still in this league, we've still got some tough teams here. Galson, Luger, Hammerhead, they're going to still be sticking around. So we're going to see what we can do with this team. Hopefully try to get the playoffs. But we're going to strengthen and see what happens. I'm not going to be like pushing for promotion. I'm just happy that we've performed so well on this season. We then move over to my main team, Black Mamba MFC from Kobe, Japan. And we finished 4th. We were projected to finish 3rd. And again, look at how close this is. 42 points, 43 points, 44. We were this close to making the playoffs. And this is down to me tinkering. With the other squad, I didn't tinker at all. I set my tactic. I just rotated my players in and out. My tactic was set. This one I started tinkering about, and it cost me. We didn't have a great start. We lost to Royce Atletico and we lost to Cheese Steak. See, this was 1 and 2. This is where they finished. So not the end of the world. We then went on a good, nice, strong run for 5 games in the league where we won them. Then, that's when I started tinkering. We lost 4-2 to Sporting Alicante. We kept out going in the cup, which was very nice. We drew here, which was a tough game against Gisney at Wigan. Again, another one where I was tinkering. Really shouldn't have done it. I'm learning for next season. No tinkering. None. Just find a tactic, stick with it. That's it. No tinkering whatsoever. You can see here we lost 2 games here in the cup, but that's because I was rotating. We did go through as top of our group in the cup there. We then came into the second half of the season, a 2-2 draw with Cheesesteak, but then again, we lost to Sporting Alicante, which was disappointing. But from then on in the league, we went on a massive tear. You're going to see here. In the round of 16, we got through, and then again in the quarterfinals, we got knocked out by Guimarães Lions 3-2 in extra time again, which was very disappointing because it was the cup with this team that I was really wanting to focus on, and so to get knocked out in the quarterfinal stage was kind of disheartening. But then after that, we just went on an absolute run. We beat Royce Atletico 1-0, and then we just kept winning until this game. And when you look at the final table, just look at how close it was there between playoffs and not. This 1-1 draw here with ASM Avellino really, really does sting. But we finished the season out strong. I'm going to take some definite positives from this because we were the only team to defeat the champions. They only had 1 loss all season, and it was this 1-0 that we got here. And then we had the 3rd best offense and then the 2nd best defense. So I'm pretty damn happy with that. That's not terrible. I was okay with consolidating in ice for 1 season, but this team I've definitely strengthened. I am not looking to consolidate next season. I am going for a promotion. I need to get up to Stone. So I've got some players in. I'm going to work on my tactic, get 1 solid tactic that works for the players I've got, and get up. Hopefully as champions, we're going to see. But my aim is definitely getting up to Stone next season. thinking of that, hold on, there was one thing that I did miss. Let me go back to Clairvaux here because there was something pretty cool about this that I did um, manage to get. So the season wasn't a complete write-off because I did manage to get a trophy. If you look here on the passes, Shiraishi got the top playmaker. He was going to get that trophy. I'm going to get that trophy in my agency pretty soon, I imagine, once the snapshot and everything's done. So I'm pretty happy with that, considering he started the season at a 54 rated and then he just went mental, getting assists left and right. So I've an extra trophy. I'll take a trophy. I'm quite happy with that. So let's move on. The next thing we're going to look at is obviously the progression, because that's what we all love. We all love progression, and I'm going to go here to the progression. Again, Shiraishi, he didn't break for the first season that I had him. He did nothing. But then this season I made him a starter and he just took off. Look at that, +7 in his passing, +4 in shooting. He has gone up a +3, and I'm hoping for much more next season as well. I'm hoping for that to carry on. Edward Santos got a +2. He got some great stats. Berisha, he's knocking on the door of a 70 there. He's gone up to a 69. He got all these stats. He's had quite a few. Got +4 in passing. He's had quite a few as well without a +1. So it looks as though that 70 rated is definitely right across the around the corner. Passos, we only got him for the second half of the season, but he went up to a +2. I bought him because he had a +2. Tevez went up a +2. +3 on his shooting. He's starting to get really good as a striker. Jovanov, who I put in my development center, got a +2. And then we've got a bunch of +1s here. Mayer, Leo, Gardner. Fisher finally broke. He got onto that 60 passing and he's gone up to a 58. Pedrosa, my absolute superstar. I love this guy. Pedrosa went up to a 58. Sontag also went up. Arnold, Chevalier got a tier break, and then Kovacs there got a +1 in the development center. So hoping that continues. And then looking at this, these are all the guys who didn't get anything. Very, very surprised with Schaffner, because if you follow my videos, you'll know last season he got a +3, and I was thinking, surely that's going to continue. He was a starter all season. I think he played like 20 games. Nothing. He has got progression. He got a +2 in shooting, +2 in dribbling, +1 in pace. Not really stuff for a centre back, unfortunately. So he's not got another +1 there. That's, yeah, really unfortunate. This guy here, Jonas Schreiber, he's been in my agency for 2 seasons. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I played him and he was unreal. If I just check the performance for this guy, played him 7 games. And instead of playing him at left mid, I played him at striker. 7 goals, 4 assists. So he's definitely going to get used as a striker next season, because he was absolutely phenomenal for us. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the +1s. We're looking all right. There's a few players that didn't move, but again, we're going to just wait for next season. I'm going to be patient with these guys. I've pretty much got my lineup set for the teams next season. As you can see here, we broke the blank for this guy. Giovanni Pilko, 90 pace, 81 passing, 74 shooting. He's going to play as a right mid for me next season in Black Mamba. Definite overkill for an ice division. But then again, it's this guy's fault. When I packed him, I was like, well, I need to start getting stronger and pull up to this guy. So signed him. Also signed Pavlik here, Otto Pavlik, 91 pace, 76 shooting. I'm hoping he's going to go mad next season, score loads of goals. We upgraded at goalkeeper. We've got Joshua Oliver, who is a 70 rated. And I'm still looking to grab a couple of players that I'm looking at. I've been watching on the market, and to overall make this team a lot stronger. Like I said, I'm going for promotion with Black Mamba. I want to be in Stone, and I think I've made signings to ensure that happens. So yeah, that's everything for this episode. Like I said, these are gonna, instead of the week to week, they're just gonna be like season end reviews that I'm gonna do. And the content week to week, I'm gonna, well, maybe not week to week, I'm gonna really take some time and try to edit them well. And it's gonna be more valuable content that, is helpful to the community or to new players especially. And I'm gonna go that way, along with the challenges that I'm gonna do with my third club. I'm addicted. I was like, I just want one club. I've been here for 2 seasons and I'm already thinking of getting my third club. It's just addictive. Yeah, so remember, if you sign up using my referral, you will get the free player I also receive once you receive a free player. So don't forget that. And yeah, in the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, then please don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one, guys. Peace.